What is up, guys? I'm George Mossey. I'm here with my co-host Cherona. So 90 Day Fiance, Happily Ever After, season 7 is over, and we were talking about the tell-all. Now, this is a TLC talk, so we're going to talk about a lot of stuff about TLC today. But we were talking about the tell-all, and Sharona made a really good point. She said that this was the most entertaining that this season has ever been during this tell-all. And I want to know what people at home feel. Do you guys feel like you were more entertained on this first part of the 4-part tell-all than you were the entire season? Because a lot of people reached out to me and said that watching Bilal and Shida was worse than watching paint dry on a white wall. They said it was just so boring, such a repetitive storyline. It's, oh, I want a baby. Oh, I don't. So I feel like you've made a good point. So what do you think TLC has up their sleeve? Because we've never gotten a 4-part tell-all series before. So do you think, this is my theory, they realized that they had under delivered us a season, and they said in order to make up ratings and money and customer retention, they're going to give us an epic tell-all series? So you think that this was like a ditch effort to save the underperforming season that they gave us?
Oh my goodness, absolutely. I'm just gonna say the way that they're filming this tell-all, first of all, is so different, and I love it. I love the before. I love how they're like showing people going out to like get drinks or get food. And I think they needed to give us this, like you said, because it was such a boring season. I'm sorry, TLC, but this season I was like so unimpressed. We've seen so many really good seasons, and then they bring us this like insane tell-all, this tell-all, like you couldn't even stop watching. Like like the commercials, you're just like your head is spinning. Like what just happened? What happened this whole season? Like I can't even remember. Like the season was so, like you said, it was very dry, and then they
Yeah.
give us this like explosive tell-all. It was kind of like they were dragging us along, with the carrot. They're like pulling us
Yeah.
along all the way to the tell-all. Then they're like, boom, explosion. I was like, dang, what has happened? Like this is what we wanted to see the entire season. Where was this crazy energy this whole season with like anyone? Like I'm shook. I'm very shook by this tell all. I'm excited. I mean, oh
So
my god.
what do you think they're going to do with this format? Do you think they're going to keep this format for all of the shows, even the spinoffs, this type of tell-all experience? They've always kind of given us a behind the scenes
Mhm.
of the tell-all, but this took it to another level because they paired and matched 90 Day cast members together, and they only did the ones that we assume would never be matched together. And I think that's what really sold us. Like seeing Jovi and Andre and
Yeah.
Yara and Shida and Kim and Jenny. We never imagined seeing these people cross paths. And I
No.
think that's what reeled us in, because it took them 90 minutes to actually get to the soundstage to start the tell all, but not many people were complaining. We were thoroughly entertained through the first 90 minutes. Because at first I was like, I don't even think we're going to get any tell all. This is just all like background for what happened to it. And I was like, I liked seeing them because on the regular seasons, they show us when they're getting ready to go
Mm.
overseas to see the person that they want to marry. So they kind of went to Angela's house and
Yeah.
watched her prepare to go to the tell all. They didn't do it for everyone. I kind of wanted to see them do it for everyone. But
Yeah.
maybe in the future we can see them getting ready, and I liked hearing what people were worried about. Like when Angela's like, I'm worried about seeing Usman. I'm worried because he blasted me on social media and I have to destroy him. And I liked seeing that. And I liked seeing Kim and Jenny just talk about what they were nervous about. And believe it or not, it was Angela. They were nervous about
Mhm.
her strong personality and how she was going to come in and run the tell all. And were they wrong?
No.
No.
No one was wrong. Everyone was scared.
Well, right. And I feel like Angela has a strong sense of being the queen of the franchise. Like she
Mhm.
knows that she brings the ratings. She
Yeah.
knows that she brings the entertainment. And if you watch like 90 Day Bears All and you watch like other tell-alls, they've actually had Angela on tell-alls for seasons she wasn't even featured on. That's how
Mhm.
important Angela is to the franchise. She
Yeah.
is entertainment. Like if you look up entertainment, reality TV entertainment in the dictionary, there's a picture of Angela with her shirt open and her boobs out. Like that's Angela. She knows how to get the attention. And I think that TLC knows that and they capitalized on it. But this tell all, they capitalized on the fame of everyone because you said in the other podcast, these are the all stars.
Mhm.
Everyone loves these people. They've all been on multiple shows, all
Yes.
multiple spinoffs. We have grown to know these people, and they capitalized on that. And they went to their houses. They took them shopping. We saw them in a different element. And I feel like
Mhm.
that's why everyone is so drawn to this tell-all. And I can't believe we have 3 more weeks of tell-all, which I just find to be crazy, but I'm not mad, right? It's a weird feeling because at first, when they announced it was a 4-part tell-all, I was kind of pissed off. I was like, well, that's a whole month. I don't even know what the hell is going on with these people. Are they even together? I'm pissed off. But like now that I've seen the first part, there's no way they could have given us all of this in one day. It's
No.
just not possible. Like we only saw like 20 minutes of the actual tell-all this time. So there's no way they could have gave it to us this quickly. But like you said, what the hell happened during the season? Who knows? But I'm really interested in knowing what's gonna end this season because sometimes whatever they say on a tell-all that pops us into the new season because the other way is starting in February, the
Yes.
90 Day Fiance the other way. So I wonder if anyone, because we know Ed is on an Asian dating site, is he going to be on the other way and going back to Thailand to maybe meet someone else? Who
Oh.
knows, right? So I'm just interested in knowing where we're going to end up.
I mean, I'm so excited to see like I said, like how they're filming and like the next episode when like I think it was like Liz talking to Angela and she's like talking about like how she's like not as bad as she thought she was or something. So I'm like, is Angela make amends with it? Like I feel like there's just like these friendships that are forming and like bad blood forming, like the Jovi and Andre. Like I never thought that they'd have bad blood. Like I'm just so interested to see like this. I don't even know what to expect. Like this tell-all is so different and weird, but like you said, I'm not mad at it. I really love it. I love seeing everyone out of the element of just those couches because we've never seen
Mhm.
anything that intense. Like we've seen like you said behind the scenes and like sometimes it's like a little bit trickled out, but like we're seeing them as like people now. Like they're taking I think what they did was actually smart. You know what I just thought of? They're taking reality TV to the next level. It's like we're doing this tell-all, but we're also showing you their lives. We're showing you how they interact. It's almost like I don't it's like Love Island or something where they just like throw all these people on or like I don't know, The Bachelor in Paradise or is that that's probably a better comparison where they just put all of them together and they're like go have do crazy things.
Yeah,
I love it. I think
put them
it's
in a
great.
room and turn on a camera and just let them interact. And it's
Yes.
interesting because we learned that Ed is a huge fan of Bilal, which I can see, right?
Yes. I
You
was
I can
so
see it.
mad. I hated that.
I mean, no one is a fan of Bilal. I mean, Shida is. Like, no one
Yeah.
is. But when I heard that it was Ed, I was like, I can see that because no one's really a fan of Ed. Like, I mean,
Yeah.
I like Ed as well, I don't want to say that. I like Ed as a human being, but like, I don't like anything that Ed does, if that makes sense. Like, I like him that he's a person, I guess, but him being like someone's favorite or Bilal being someone's favorite, it's just interesting because I love to hear how people relate to people and
Yeah.
stuff because like I have people on Twitter who will tweet at me. I'm almost convinced it's Andre or Libby. They'll be like, I'll say something mean about them and they'll come back and they'll like defend Andre and Libby like to the death and like want to
Mhm.
fight with me. And I'm like, Libby, is that you? Is this your burner account? Like, Libby, I know it's you. Andre, I know it's you. Stop. But it's like it's really interesting to see the way people connect with the cast members and then seeing
Oh
the
yeah.
cast members connect with each other because
Mhm.
I don't know, I don't see them as friends because all of them are like, oh, we all talk on social media, but they all live in different places, so I
Yeah.
don't see them as friends. So seeing them as friends is that next level of reality TV, kind of like the real world. They put them all in a room,
Yeah.
they turn on a camera, and they're like, okay, talk about stuff that people normally get mad about, and
Mhm.
then they're just like, let's get that on film. And I think that it's next level because 90 Days has been around for a long time. I've been watching since the very first season, and it
Same.
is getting repetitive. So they are
Mhm.
changing things up. They are making things more interesting, and I'm not mad. I'm not mad at all.
Yeah, I'm not mad either. You know what I'm gonna say though? This is gonna kind of be shocking. I actually was like a little bit team Andre tonight. Like some
Oh
things,
no.
not everything, but like some things that he said, like I was kind of like not mad at him. Like I feel like he was playing the good guy more than he was playing the bad guy. We don't see that side of him, so I think that's what I kind of liked. Until he
I
started
mean,
saying that Yara was like a
a
gold
gold
digger.
digger.
I
Yeah.
hated that because Yara is my girl. I love her. So then I was kind of like, okay, now you're going back to where I don't like you again. Like you said nice things. Like at first he was trying to be nice and like I don't know. And then when Jovi like took a jab at him, I did not expect that from Jovi. I love Jovi. So I was just like, this is a little like I felt like it would have been Andre unless they, did some editing and like Andre said something dumb first, which could have happened. But I was very shocked to see Jovi start this instead of Andre because I feel like Andre is so like combative with everyone. So when
Right.
he was like almost like being like this normal guy, I was like, I don't really hate him right now. Like it was weird, and that's weird because I've usually am not his biggest fan. Like I'm right there with you, but I didn't hate everything he said.
I mean, he has to be some sort of a good guy because he has a
Yeah,
wife. And I
true.
can't imagine being a horrible, mean person all the time and you could keep a wife. And she has a whole family support system. She could leave. Like, if she really wanted to leave, she could. She doesn't want to. So he has to be some sort of a decent human being in there. I
Yeah.
know. I just haven't seen him. But I mean, he was giving good advice. He was like,
Yes.
stop taking your wife to strip clubs and don't
Mhm.
ask me to go to a strip club. I'm married. Like, don't be that guy. And he's not wrong. Like, you're both married men, your wives are not physically present. Don't go to the strip club and then they find out later you were at the strip club. That's not fair. That's so there's a
See?
decent human being in there. It's just
Yes.
deep down buried and underneath a bunch of stuff. All right,
Yeah.
so before we wrap up, I saw a preview last night for Darcy and Stacey. Did you see it? Did you see it?
Yes.
She saw a matchmaker.
I saw that.
What? So that means there's no Georgie. Are you surprised? First of all, first reaction, are you surprised that there's no Georgie?
So surprised.
Me
So
too.
surprised. I thought he was making a comeback. I mean, we haven't seen the season yet, but I hope he doesn't come back. Darcy, you deserve someone so much better. So much better.
Also, the guy, Aniko and Aspen asked his age, and she said they're the exact same age. Are you surprised about that? Because Darcy
Yes.
and Stacy are
Oh,
only into younger men, and
yeah.
I don't know. I don't see anything wrong with that. But she's dating somebody her own age, and a lot of people are like, Darcy, maybe things aren't working out because these guys are too young. Maybe she actually is taking the advice of all of her friends,
Hmm.
and she's dating someone her age. So I'm excited for her, but I'm worried because I know Darcy is whatever age that she acts way younger, and in her
Yeah.
mind she's way younger. So what
Hmm.
if this guy's boring for her? That was the first thing that came to my
Yeah.
mind. So I was like, Darcy is a mom, but she acts like a 22-year-old woman. So I
Yeah.
was like, if she's dating a guy who's older, is this gonna work? Because Darcy is not an old lady. Darcy goes
Mm-mm.
out and she parties, she has a good life,
Yeah.
she has fun, and she lives her best life. So I was like, I want her to be happy, but I also want her to be herself. And I think
Mhm.
herself is dating younger guys.
Yeah, I believe I'm right there with you. But hopefully this guy that's her age is like her because there's a lot of older guys that are just like 22-year-olds also.
That's
So
true. That's
maybe
true.
they complement each other and they both have that really young spirit and they're both like really fun and outgoing. So I mean, we don't even know if they're actually together right now. So I
True.
guess we'll
True.
see. So it could have been like, what if it's like something that she just went on a date with? Like we don't know yet. But I'm
That's
hoping
true.
if it is a guy that's her age and they are dating, I hope that he is a blast because she deserves someone amazing and she needs, you
Yes.
know, the young guys, yeah, they might be fun or whatever, but she needs someone that's going to hold her down. She's got like everything going for her. Thank God Florian is holding down Stacy. We hope. He better be being good to my
Right.
girl.
Be a
But,
good guy, Florian. We're counting on you.
we are. And we need someone great for Darcy cuz Darcy really deserves it. Like I mean, they look so hot. I was like, "Dang girls, you get it." I really hope that it's someone good for her.
Me too. I'm really happy to see them back in Miami. And I already said this before. I'm excited about the show. I can't wait to see what's going on. And maybe this will be the season we see Darcy put a ring on her finger and it stays on her
Mhm.
finger. Because we know we've seen this before. She got her hopes up. She thought it was going to work and it didn't. Like you said, Darcy has been such a strong woman and she has a successful business and she needs a man to hold her down. She doesn't need a man that she holds down. And I feel like
Exactly.
that's what's been happening. And she's ready for that. And I hope that she can find the guy that's ready to do that. All right, guys, that's all the TLC talk this week. I'm George Mossey. This is my co host, Cherona. Make sure you follow me at George Mossey on all social media, georgemossey.com, and anywhere you get your podcasts. And you have to follow Cherona too at TikTok and on Instagram. I'll talk to all of you guys really soon because there's 3 more parts to this tell all that we will be dissecting very, very thoroughly. Talk to all of you guys really soon.